So, of course, this is game number 3. And it is a very good position for the person in the top left to be in. He represents Vega Squadron. He's the red Protoss player. It is DmC. And his opponent, up to the top right, the green Terran player. In a very rough spot, needing to win 3 games in a row if he's going to be in with a shot of getting that place in the final event, or the main event of the Foreign Hope. It's MarineLorD. So yeah, MarineLorD, if he doesn't win this, will be eliminated at the last leg, and DmC will advance into the main event, and therefore will be alongside Snoot, Scarlet, Nurtio and Bunny, competing for $2,400 on the 8th, 9th and 10th of October in a big round robin format. Anyway, that's all ifs and maybes. On the other side of the bracket, of course, there is Bly facing off against Botvinnik 2. I'll be casting that next for that final spot. So, this game, what's going on? We got 2 gases, 1 gate. Very, very tech-heavy opening here on Merry-Go-Round. MarineLorD scouting early. He's also getting down that Reaper, wanting to know exactly what is going to be going on here. Early scouts are important, especially when there's a double gas so quick. Knowing about that is just important. Knowing that your opponent is looking to tech up, potentially going for a Stargate. Although, while from the minimap this map looks great for airplay, there's obviously the fence around which really shrinks the map as a whole. I've seen a couple of people joking in Twitch chat that Madals seems a bit tired. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite exhausted. I was at DreamHack this weekend. I then started my day job, which of course I'm a professional athlete for sprint kayaking. I started training again after 3 weeks off on Monday. Straight when I was back from DreamHack, I had very little sleep. And I've now been casting for what is about 4.5 hours on my own, as well as doing all the production and making sure that the brackets don't completely explode. So yeah, tough times. Anyway, this is all looking a fairly standard game at the moment. Factory is coming down. Slight variation here from MarineLorD. Previously, he went for 2 additional barracks off the back of this, going for the factory instead. Maybe seeing a Widow Mine, nice and early. Otherwise, yeah, this is fairly standard stuff, to be honest. The Reaper now just coming in, scouting his opponent, just trying to keep a good look of everything that's coming down, trying to find any probes that may be hiding about. Mothership Core, unfortunately, is going to spot this Reaper, so he's going to have to back away. Debating whether he was going to dart for it, debating whether he was going to just try and sneak on by, but then suspected that there'd probably be a stalker either there or imminently about to be there. What DmC does have, though, is a probe. Adding the fact that the Twilight Zone Council, I would not be at all surprised to see a Dark Shrine. And the reason for that, okay, it's going to be Blink. Never mind, I'm not even going to go into my reasoning on why that was going to be. It's going to be Blink Stalkers. And they worked really well last game. They did a heck of a lot of good work. So I wouldn't count DmC out yet. However, knowing that they're coming, we may see a different reaction out of MarineLorD. He's already going for a different build entirely, getting that Widow Mine down. This could be quite effective for him. His Reaper is still alive. He hasn't seen the Twilight Council, but was aware that there was 2 gases early. There's the additional 2 gates, as well as the robotics facility. Again, coming through. And this is very normal play coming out of DmC. He's not taking any risks. On the other hand, MarineLorD, he's, again, also being cautious. He's got the medevacs coming out. He's got the Widow Mines, which are going to really help him against any early poking, early prodding. So yeah, this is still ramping up. A few more gates may get added in. Of course, the robotic facility is going to soak up some of it, but the observer is going to be very, very important. That observer granting the high ground vision, allowing those blink stalkers to get in if they so choose. There's a lot of area they can actually blink up all through in here. Bunker may be required. Stalkers edging their way back. Notice the drop coming on through. Widowmine did burrow. Doesn't actually detonate. There's 2 Widowmines there. Neither have gone off yet, but the medevac was taken down. That's the first Widowmine hit. Second one moving as well. Scan being used takes down the observer. That's really irritating. That means that Widowmine going to stay alive a little bit longer. Deals a little bit of gas damage as well. But still, not crazy. Overall, resources lost 400 to 475. Worker count is equal. Now, that does favour MarineLorD because he's got 2 of those fantastic devices called mules available to him, which really will ramp up his income. We can see already about 400 minerals per minute ahead of his opponent. But DmC now moving across. He's got Blink, remember. Adding in another observer. Overall, his gateway count isn't that high. He's only sitting at 3 gates currently. But it's enough to just be irritating. The bunker isn't done either. That makes it a little bit more tough. If you can delay the bunker, that's going to be huge. Oh, the Stalker's being very brave. They are now going to have to back away. Blinking away slowly, but picking off a good couple of these Marines, actually. The control, pretty solid from DmC. Didn't lose anything there, but was able to pick off a handful more of those Marines, which is always going to be solid. Bunker just loading up. 2 Marauders in there. But remember, Blink is done. So this area on the high ground is going to be exposed. Ooh, the Observer will get taken down. That means that vision denied. No way for those Stalkers to get up into the main or even see just shoot up there. They have to back away now. This is a lot more tough for DmC. He's taking a 3rd base behind this. He's adding in his robotics bay behind this. And so he's got a lot to transition through. He's not in a super crazy bad spot. He's not in a position where everything's going to go disastrously wrong for him imminently. But yeah. MarineLorD, probably the best spot he's been so far in any of these games. He's up in supply. Stim's coming through nicely. He hasn't taken much damage. A little bit more than his opponent. The only concern is going to be if he can't secure up this 3rd base anytime soon. The Blink Stalkers get less irritating as the medevac count gets higher. Means the poking and prodding damage isn't quite as effective. But what will becoming a concern quickly will be the Colossi. First Colossus is on its way at the moment, so nothing imminently scary. But with only 1 starport, the medevac count needs to be up to at least 6 before you really want to start Viking production off with just 1 starport. May even see a second one come on through, just try and ramp that even higher. 3rd CC is now floating across. The SCV is getting transferred too. So overall, MarineLorD is going to be keeping that economic edge. He's up by 4 workers. He's got now 3 mules, which is going to be helping him even further. Chucking in a couple of bunkers, just trying to get himself into a strong position where he can. DmC, on the other hand, his first Colossus is out. The second Colossus is on its way too. Extended Thermal Lance isn't yet finished. It's about 2/3 done. But I doubt we'd see DmC push before he's got a few Colossi anyway. Vikings are now in full swing of production. 4 medevacs are out, so it's a little bit low on the medevac count, but not crazy at the moment. Needs those Vikings, more importantly, just to be able to deal with the Colossi. If he leaves them just to their own devices, they could just do so much that it would be incredibly hard to deal with them long term. So yeah, still just keeping a peek on what these guys could start getting up to. 2 bunkers here. Do keep a nice position. This missile turret as well is really helpful. The vision it grants means that observers are going to have a tough time getting through. DmC though, now moving forward. He's only got the 2 Colossus at the moment, but the Viking count is also very low. DmC going for a very hard timing. SUV's already getting pulled. Widowmine tries to detonate, but blink away saves most of those units. Viking 5 and 6 soon to pop. A lot of SCVs getting pulled here. MarineLorD going bold for this. We'll take down one of the Colossus. The second one backing away. The Colossus staying up is very important. A lot of workers are being killed here. Both Colossi, though, are going to die. Most of this army for MarineLorD stays alive. Picks apart all of DmC. Pulls those SCVs apparently at just the right moment. There was a Colossus back at home, but not very much there. DmC knows he's not going to be able to hold it. And so GG's out there. And MarineLorD gets a win on the board and stays in with a shot at getting one of these qualification spots.